Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back. You guys, it's so late in the day, but it's not blazing down sun out here, which is nice. It was hot earlier. I don't know where y'all live, but it's hot where I live. See my petrified bone I found on my ceremony hike. I've got new plants today. I got some lamb's ear, some eggplant, and some basil to put with my tomatoes. I'm very excited about that. Let's see, I'm going to use this deck. You guys are just with me getting ready here. I'm super excited to read for you guys today. I don't know what that's about. We're going to find out though. And I have one of my herbal cigarettes with me, so if you see me light up, that's what it is. I got my trusty spider here. The spider does usually go on my hat. That's how it was on my hat, but it came off. On the other side of my hat, for those of you who want to know, is an Indian police badge and a lucky dice because I have the matching dice in my wallet. And I don't live on the res, but I'm a friend of the res. Standing Rock, to be exact. I think if I were invited to other reservations, I would go, but I was invited to Standing Rock, so I went. And I love the Lakota people, and Lakota love me. Here's that. Alright, I got some cards. Anything you probably want to know about me is in the description box below. There's a Patreon, there's an apothecary, there's a botanica. I do ceremonies, I do astrology readings, I do energy healings, there's transformational courses. I'm back into coaching. Those of you who've known me for a long time, I was a coach for a very long time, a business and success coach. So I'm back. I'm actually updating my website. So if you've seen my website in the past couple weeks, it'll look different between today and tomorrow. We're updating it to put coaching back on there. But when you go to the Sessions with Nephtara section, you'll still see astrology readings, personal readings, all that stuff will still be there. But the main page is going to shift to coaching because I'm coming out of retirement. You know how this goes. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I was a coach for 20 plus years. I've coached all over the world, literally thousands of people. I'm really good at it, and I love doing it, but I took a break in 2020 to take care of myself and my kids. I have 2 kids, so I've been taking care of us for the past 6 years now, and I've just had a lot of requests to like, when are you going to coach again? When are you going to coach again? When are you going to coach again? So I'm back. I'm back, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be back coaching you guys. So if you're interested in personal one-on-one coaching, get on the website, go to Sessions with Nephtara, scroll to the bottom. You'll see like a one-off call. And if you like that call with me, then you can sign up for a year's worth of coaching. Okay, 50 weeks of coaching, 90-minute calls each week. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. Everyone who's done it before loves it, swears by it. They'll tell you very happily that they got where they are because they had a great coach. And so it's an honor to be back. It's an honor to support the tribe as you guys take on what's next for you, as you guys define, refine, and then pursue your dreams. It's an honor to be here serving you as you do that, because my purpose is to empower you. Okay, that's why I'm here, is to make sure you succeed. Okay, so it's a beautiful thing. With that, Holy Spirit, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and the legions who walk with me every day, thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know, so I support the tribe as you live, learn, thrive, and grow. As above, so below, and so it is, because it is so. Now, there's a lot going on out here, so I feel very guided to remind you guys to, if you don't have a spiritual bath practice already, you need to be taking spiritual baths, okay? So I'm going to give you a basic recipe. You know, there's different spiritual baths for different reasons, but for just the purification purposes of what everyone's kind of feeling right now, this recipe I'm about to give you is the basics. My kids do this, the basics, okay? Cup of white vinegar. I like to do a half a cup of sea salt. You can do a cup of sea salt if you want. If you feel like it's that, some of y'all is that deep, do your cup of sea salt. Half a lemon. cut it up, slices, wedges, whatever. Put it in the water. Yes, you can add essential oils, but I wouldn't when you're just trying to purify, okay? Whether it's end of the week, beginning of the week, after you've been out in a large crowd, after you had an argument with your spouse or your boss, whatever. Take a spiritual bath, okay? You have a bad dream, you wake up, take a spiritual bath. Okay? Your kids having bad dreams, put them in a spiritual bath. You know, I co-parent. And you know, different houses are different. So when my kids come to me, they already know they're taking a spiritual bath. They want to take a spiritual bath. Okay? So that's for you. What am I smoking on? This is mullein mixed with skullcap, some lemon balm, mint, I think Damiana, and butterfly pea flowers in this one. Take your spiritual baths. All right, strings at the bottom of the deck. You guys are just like crystal matter and herb matter on the table. It's my life. Let's get it. The Chariot. And Four Swords. That's a beautiful way to start a reading. Give me one more. What else? The Chariot and the Four Swords. Justice. What the yes? Man, what is today? Oh, this is Wednesday. June 3rd. Nice. This is beautiful. I got the energy forecast written out for you guys. I just got to type it up and put it on Patreon. So if you want a look out for the month ahead energetically, that's in the Patreon under energy forecast. You'll know when it's live because I'll put it on my Instagram like forecast not available. We got at the bottom of the deck this wonderful lady, the star. Dun, 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 dun. She's at the bottom of the deck. Listen, there is something's about to pay out in spades. Whatever is coming, listen. You did something, but the results of what you've done brings you lasting success. I don't know how else to put it because that's what it is. I mean, the star and the justice right here. I mean, it's look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. Temperance, the Nine of Cups, hot diggity dog. Hold on. And the World. You cannot make this up. This is so good. I'm telling you, whatever you did, they saying, this is what I'm hearing, because she's still at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's singing, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, anything your heart desires will come to you. I'm trying to tell you. That's what this is. Baby, something's so good. I mean, this is so good. Ice cold water. I don't normally do ice in anything, but today we got ice cold water. This is so good. This is so good. Like, I'm kind of like, is this the reading? Because it's so good. Six of Cups. So good. This something from this like now that I'm not, that's a tangent, but I almost went there. But this is like, no, I'm gonna have to go there. It's like you, whatever you did, and I keep saying, it's listen, I'm just gonna channel. It's whatever you did, it's paying out. But whatever you did, you also used to do it in a past life. Okay, but apparently you're going to receive a payout from this lifetime and that lifetime, because I guess you didn't get the payout in that lifetime for some reason, but y'all know, take what resonates. Ace of Cups. This reading is spectacular. Damn. When I tell you, you don't have nothing to worry about, like, this is going to sound so horrible, but this is the example they're giving me. Like, there could be a storm in your area, but it won't touch you. Like, that's what type time you're on now. It's like you're so elevated above and beyond. This is so good. But I'm trying to tell y'all, this energy is not like, this is not good luck. And this is not like, oh, you did something good, so now something is going to happen to you. I can't even talk. This is everything in every area of your life for the rest of your life is good. Like, this is big and deep and wide good. This is like, they're giving me that scripture where it talks about the windows of heaven being opened up and blessings being poured out that you don't even have room to receive. I'm hearing, surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of that. It's like, but it's like goodness is chasing you. It's like you're being chased by abundance. You're being chased by goodness. That's what this is like. And look, she's still at the bottom of the deck. This is so good. I don't know how she's still at the bottom of the deck, but she is. Uh-oh. Seven of Swords and the Emperor. Moving in silence like a boss. It's like making moves because you're the captain of your own ship. You're not taking direction from anybody. You know where you're going. And the reason you're not taking direction from anybody is because you're clear that people would just either put you in conflict or try to confuse you. So you're not doing that. You're like, I got this. I know. It's how you're staying silent, balanced. That Seven of Swords is how you're staying balanced. Seven of Swords is touching the justice and the temperance. And it is, I get that, because it's like I said, if you were to listen to somebody, they would actually lead you astray at this point, because the path that you're on is so your path. You didn't follow anybody here, so you can't follow anybody now that you're here. Does that make sense? You were divinely guided to where you are now. So no human can come in at this point and tell you shit. I'm just saying, if the Holy Spirit is how you got here, how a human gonna tell you? They cannot. They cannot. It's not possible, you know? So this Seven of Swords, you're moving in silence. It's a lesson that you've learned, that you have to move like this, because you're literally being guided from on high. And so your instructions are not going to make sense to the average person. They're not going to make no sense to them. But you got this. And look, still at the bottom of the deck. But the other thing is, it's like with the Emperor touching the Temperance and the Nine of Cups, there's something about you that wants to lead yourself. You're not a follower. You are a leader. The Sun. I can't. These cards. And the Hermit. Ooh. Who lied I mean, what the? Hold on a moment. Like, it's too perfect. That Sun is on the Nine of Cups in the world. I'm trying to tell you. There's this saying, especially followed by the Hermit. There's a lot of scriptures in here. I'm reminded of that scripture where Yeshua says, wisdom is justified in the end. And that conversation he's having with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And they're trying to figure out who he is, who Yeshua is. And if you guys are familiar with the scriptures and familiar with the New Testament, you know, every time the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and these were the religious people of that time, caught Yeshua out and about, they would try to trap him with all these philosophical questions so they could, I guess, I don't know, make themselves feel better. Who knows why people do what they do. But at this one point, Yeshua says, you know, he knows they're trying to trap him. Like, he knows they're just asking him some whatever questions just to see what they can kind of manipulate him into saying. And so he says, you know, when John the Baptist came, you said he was too serious. He was too strict. And if you guys know John the Baptist, he lived in the desert. He ate locusts and honey, and he wore animal skin. Like, he was not a part of society. He was an Essene. He lived outside of town. He lived off the grid, so to speak. That was how John rolled. And he he felt, as did the Essenes, that that was the best way to maintain connection with Source, was to be away from the police, the city, the towns. So Yeshua says, when John came, you said he was too serious. When I came, you said I'm not serious enough. And that's, he was speaking to how his path, unlike John's, Yeshua was up in the town, up in everybody's business. He was at everybody's house, having dinner with everybody. He was a social butterfly. That's what we call it. That was his way. He said, okay, so John was too serious. I'm not serious enough. What do you want? What's going to make you happy? The Most High sent someone who was serious. Repent. Turn away. No, that's too strict. So the Most High sent me. Love your neighbor. Enjoy your life. No, that's not serious enough. So Yeshua says, what do you want? And then he responds by saying, you know what? Wisdom is justified in the end. And I love that response to people who are literally just trying to trap someone. They're not actually interested in how do you get closer to Source. They're not actually interested in how do I live my best life. They're not interested in that. They're interested in proving somebody else wrong so they can prove themselves right. And to that, wisdom is justified in the end. And I feel like I'm saying all that because you've had that experience on your path at some point. That's why you're in the Seven of Swords energy. Seven of Swords to the Emperor, to the moving in silence. The Sun to the Hermit, because you understand that wisdom will be justified in the end. At the end of it all, what's real, what is solid, what is true, that's what will remain. What you discovered when you went into hermit mode, that's what's sustaining you right now. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups to the Hermit on the Four Swords. You're being sustained by what you discovered in hermit mode. Okay, that's what you're able to be in this world of craziness with a sense of grounded peace and ease because you went into hermit mode. Star still at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess, see? High Priestess on the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You're receiving, I already said this. You're receiving instructions straight from Source. You're not trying to listen to nobody else. They don't know what the hell they're talking about anyway. Water, so good. You have access to an Ace of Cups. A cup that overflows. My cup runneth over, surely goodness. Why would you listen to somebody? You're not listening to nobody else. You done already walked through the valley of the shadow of death, apparently. Okay. We already know who's still at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if she gonna move. I don't know. We're gonna keep. I don't know how this is happening, by the way. Because I do keep switching out. Shuffling through. The Lovers. I gotta cover up parts, so I still want you to be able to see the word, the Lovers. Okay. So you've got a choice. But you're not telling anybody? Finally switched out Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And what's this Three of Swords about? It's just like you're going to follow your heart, but you don't want someone to know. Six of Wands. On the Emperor and the Sun. Good God bless. Somebody gonna know soon. It's something about your choosing to love yourself so authentically that it's become the foundation of your life. I think this is pivotal, critical even, because I don't think there's people who have founded their life on their love of themselves. I think people, majority, are experiencing self-love maybe as a have to or an afterthought, or if they experience awareness of it at all. But for you, this is how you start and end your day, loving yourself. And that's what's about to pay off. You know, we talk about, I've seen this meme a dozen times. I still can't remember it exactly, but it's something like, anyway, something about betting on yourself. I'm not even going to try to, because I'm going to screw it up. But that's what this is. It's like you bet on yourself and you won. You won. You won. And here comes your prize. I mean, it's taken a long time to get to you, Knight of Pentacles, but that's a big ass gold coin in his hand. So you still getting paid out. It may have taken some time to receive this, but you're getting paid out. That's the bottom line here. Oh yeah. Now this is interesting because this tower is touching the Hermit and the High Priestess. Now, this is something that the Hermit and the High Priestess can't see. This is something indeed. Because between the Hermit and the High Priestess, they can see everything. They really can. I feel like this is a reading of Major Arcana. This is such a big deal. Now we got the Chariot, the Justice, the Temperance, the World, the Emperor, the Sun, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Tower, and the Hangman. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. All right. You knew to turn. It's like you instinctively know when to engage and when to take your hand off the wheel. You know how people say, Jesus, take the wheel. You do. You know how to co-pilot with the divine. You know when it's your turn to swerve, and you know when it's the divine's turn to put the gas. Like, you know. So there's something that you've turned over to the divine that the divine's about to release back to you. Like, you say, take this. I don't know what to do with it. Take this. The divine says, I know exactly what to do with it. And now they're about to give it back to you. It's gonna be so good. This energy is so good. It's so fresh. It's so big. It's effervescent. It's bubbly, but it's solid. It's not bubbly like air and it's gonna float away. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like winning the lottery. Like you win the lottery and you ain't got your check yet, but you already know you got the winning ticket in your hand. That's what this is like. This energy out here is like, you won. You know you won. You just have to exchange the ticket for the check now. And maybe that's this choice. Maybe you got to choose if you want lump sum or annuity payments. I don't know. But it's like that. It's already so good. You got the winning ticket in your hand. Do I need to say anything? Or y'all, I mean... Because it kind of... Here's what I'm going to say. This Wheel of Fortune is coming out on the Lovers and the Six of Wands. So yeah, I don't know if you choosing, you want a lump sum or you want it in payments, equal installments. I don't know. But you get to choose how you want this payout. You want it all at once? You want to get a monthly check? How you want to do this? Seven of Pentacles. That's at the bottom of the deck. How do you want to do this? That's the vibe out here. Got to be starting something. Wheel of Fortune to the Five of Wands on the Six of Wands and the Nine. So somebody was trying to block this. They didn't want you to have it. But that's over and it's about to be exposed. Who's trying to block it? Eight of Pentacles is split the deck again. They can't. It didn't work. They didn't stop shit. They didn't stop. They caused a commotion, but now they're the ones who are stuck. Three of Cups. So the Tower and the Hangman on the Empress. Celebrate good times, come on. You know what it is? Why it's a tower? It's because something is even better than you can imagine. This group of people trying to block this, all it did was slow it down. But it's almost like in the slowdown, it got bigger. It's weird. Whatever trauma and drama these people try to accomplish, it's making the payout bigger. And it's funny because I don't think they would have done with all the stuff they did had they known it was going to mean you get more. Because they was jealous and trying to stop you from getting anything. But if they knew that all they was going to do is fuck around and give you more, I don't think they would. I think they would have left you alone. I think so. I think so. Dang, that Nine of Swords went down under the deck. I'm going to have to get that after the reading. Because there's no easy way under this deck. I'm going to have to get a child. But I can confirm it's a Nine of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to have to start putting a rug under me or something, because I hate when cards go down between the slats of the deck. And my son is like, well, my daughter can get under there too, but I cannot get under this deck. And then over here, I got all this bamboo. Child, it's too much. That's a Nine of Swords. Y'all going to have to know that. Okay? I guess that's the message, though. Somebody worried that they just about to fall between the cracks. And that's what that card did. It fell right between the cracks. King of Cups. Oh, that is what it is. Wow, that's crazy. Somebody's worried that with this change in the Wheel of Fortune, like it's like this, whoever's in the Nine of Swords, it's like they're doing all this to maintain relevance in your life. Everything they was doing is so they could stay in your energy. It's like, because they knew when this wheel turned, they wouldn't be, it's like they knew. It's almost like, I'm going to tell you how it's coming through. It's almost like, ooh, that's a lot. I'm going to say a little bit of what I'm getting because it's a lot. It's like let's say you were royalty in a past life and you were assassinated before you could take the throne. But you came back in this life with the same royal codes in your DNA. And then this time, you take your throne. So not only do you get the rewards and compensation from being coronated and all that stuff in this lifetime, but you get to reach back to that last lifetime where you were also you were coronated, but you never took your throne because you was assassinated after you was coronated. You get all that too. This person, it's like this person, whoever's in the Nine of Swords, it's like they know instinctively and intrinsically, because they're the ones who cut you off in the last lifetime, that once this wheel turns, they can't get close to you because they're not royalty. So they've been trying to delay this as long as possible so they can stay in your energy as long as possible. But they can't. So that's literally like that. It fell between the deck. That's what they've been afraid of this whole time. Hold on a moment, guys. All right. So that's wow. But that's what that energy is. Ten of Swords. Yeah, this is the end of something. Give me the King of Cups, Ten of Swords. Moon. So there's a lot of this has been in the background because of this past life connection. I'm hearing hot on your heels, hot on the tail. So it's like this energy, whoever's in the Nine of Swords followed you from a past life. And so a lot of what's unfolding for you has had to happen in the background, like so they don't know. So they don't know what's happening. Because they watch you. Two of Swords, yeah. But this has been hidden from them. Not only are they worried and confused and unclear, but what they were afraid of is what's happening. Like they're falling between the cracks. Like it's not, their energy doesn't belong where you are or where you're going. Give me the King of Cups, Ten of Swords again. King of Cups, Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a lot to do with your vibration or your frequency. It's like when we talk about vibration and frequency, your emotions are a big part of that. King of Cups is someone who's emotionally stable. They're emotionally grounded. Like they, whatever happens, but they themselves are going to be grounded. So look, his throne is on the water. Look how solid his throne is. So it doesn't matter if the water is choppy or not. His throne is solid on that water. Many people, they're not emotionally stable like that. When the water moves, they move. Yeah, so this person wanted you to be emotionally unstable. Didn't work. Whatever they did not work. Not only are you emotionally stable, but you're able to reap the benefits of being emotionally stable, right? So whatever you could expect from being stable and secure, Nine of Pentacles, like that's what you have. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they're lost in the sauce, confused as you move forward to peace and ease. Six of Swords. Again, look at that water going from choppy to smooth. That's the beauty of being emotionally grounded. Again, like when you are emotionally grounded, again, it doesn't matter what's happening around you. You can always be at peace. You can always be easy. You're not easily shaken. All right, so let's bridge this gap. Because the removal of that energy that was in the Nine of Swords, like that energy did not even make it onto this table. It literally just went down between the cracks. So now we have a gap here. Page of Wands. Fell but didn't go through. So there's a new opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, there's something coming in now that couldn't come in as long as that person's energy was around. Because this person was only bringing conflict, they wanted to bring conflict and instability. So whatever this is, it couldn't show up in that space. Because this Page of Wands, it's like it's attuned to a grounded frequency. So if things are tumultuous, the opportunity won't arise. Can I get Page of Wands? Six of Swords. Traveling for an opportunity. Six of Swords, Page of Wands. The Empress. Yeah, this is a very, very nice opportunity. King of Cups. Oof. And the Death, yeah. Okay. Alright, so it's literally your frequency that's bringing in this opportunity. And it's some type of connection, the Knight of Cups, that is actually life-changing with the Death card. It's a life-changing connection. I'm hearing short trip, whatever that is. So yeah, if you look at the Six of Swords card, which is one of the travel cards of the tarot, you can see like they're not going very far, right? You can see where they're going. Choppy water is here, but the smooth water is like, it's just there. It's not a big trip. It's a short trip, but it leads to a big change in life. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands. Okay. This is something that you have, it's not just stood for, it's like you've had to fight for this. The Four of Wands it's like celebrating something that's established, but the Seven of Wands is defending and fighting for it. So this is, I feel like not only did you have to fight for the stability you have, but what's coming in because of your stability was also fought for. I'm hearing you're consistently standing up for yourself. Yeah, Three of Wands. I love that. 473. What's feeling the Three of Wands? Three of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in, literally. Like you can anticipate what's coming because you know. The Two of Wands, you planned and you strategized. The Three of Wands, now you just wait for it to come in because you did the work. Ten of Wands reverse. That's a release of burdens. This is good because you fought for this Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's a collaboration. There it is. Lovers again. Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. So this is a connection that is actually based on truth and not illusion. There's no funny business here. There's clarity in this connection. But there would be, because it's something you had to fight for, something you had to stand for, something you had to... Seven of Wands is like at all costs. Like you're the only person standing. Everybody else is fighting you, and it's like you against the world in Seven of Wands. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is a big shift. Queen of Wands. There's something about being seen clearly. You know, in the Seven of Wands is like the ultimate choice card. You just don't know what you're going to get. But Seven of Wands reversed is like there's a sense of clarity. There's no confusion. And it's not quite the Ace of Swords where it's like blinding clarity. It's just you're clear about what you're choosing with the Seven of Cups reversed. Followed by the Queen of Wands, it's giving, you know, which is on the tail of the Lovers, it's giving a connection where the person is clear about who you are. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Big blessing, big miracle. I don't want any more cards to fall down through the deck. Nine of Wands. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. Yeah. Very, very tiring journey. Very frustrating path. It's because you had somebody here like trying their best to make it difficult. King of Pentacles. The road to King of Pentacles is challenging though. Yeah. It's giving that you look one way, but you are another way. So you may give off Queen of Wands vibes, but who you are inside is like a King of Pentacles. And that's a mind fuck for a lot of people, right? Because people get stuck on gender. Please don't get stuck on gender in your tarot. These are archetypal energies. Queen of Wands is someone who's charismatic, a leader, someone who is going to get things done. Very passionate person. The King of Pentacles, we wouldn't say the King of Pentacles is passionate, but we would say the King of Pentacles is established, grounded, heavy on the security, heavy on the success. So you may be someone who looks and comes across as very passionate and like charismatic, but really you're someone who's driven towards success. And those two are not mutually exclusive, but I don't know, humans like to act like they are sometimes. Ace of Pentacles again. This Ace of Pentacles is giving. It's like you both are the blessing and the miracle, and you bring blessing and miracles with you. King of Pentacles status. And again, I think that's the rub here. And that's what I was saying before, like past life royalty, like you bring this sense of abundance and pentacles with you, but you're also that. Like you are that, and then you bring that. And that person from your past life knew that. So they were trying to hold you back. Because they didn't want anybody else seeing you for who you are. They didn't want anybody else seeing you as a miracle and a blessing. It's really interesting. They wanted to be seen as the King of Pentacles, but they don't carry that frequency. Queen of Pentacles. It's like meeting your match. Okay. I can get that. So if you're someone who doesn't look like who you are, it's difficult for you to find a match. But apparently that's what's next. Two of Wands. At the bottom of that. We talked about the Two of Wands, the planning and the strategy. Apparently that's what's next. Ten of Pentacles. That's what's next. That is what is next. Meeting your match and building a legacy. All right, final messages. Final messages. I'm going to get my kid to come get this card out from under the deck. Final messages. Two of Pentacles. What about that Two of Pentacles? Oof. Ace of Wands. Five of Pentacles. So we're balancing out. So we're balancing out a new beginning that shifts you out of, it's kind of like going from the outside and going in. It's like, did I say that already? Yeah, it's like you've been in this hermit mode, but now it's time for you to be more in the middle of things. And so keeping your energy balanced even as you go from being outside to inside. Eight of Wands is going to happen really, really quickly. Queen of Swords, use your discernment as you stay balanced. Ten of Cups, that's how it ends, emotional fulfillment. So you got this. This is a big life change, but you got it. Anything else? Anything else? I feel like that's the message. Like whoever was trying to be in your way, they're gone. Like they were so afraid of being dropped, they got dropped. Right? Because the actions they took. What you've been praying for and what you've wanted is coming in. You may travel for it, but it's coming in. And right now, it's like what there is for you to focus on is keeping yourself grounded and balanced as the divine moves you from where you were to where you're going. Okay? Eight of Pentacles. This is mastery. This keeps coming up because you've mastered something. That's why this can happen. I'm hearing you've mastered your frequency. Look at that. Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. I know, you have clarity about going somewhere because you mastered something. I think that's it. No, this is it. The Strength card, yeah. Yeah, so this Eight of Cups is, there's a bit of, we started with the Chariot. We had the Six of Swords, which touched the Chariot. We got the Eight of Cups. Some type of travel is happening, especially with the Eight of Wands. It's going to happen quickly. The Strength card, it's going to be a big change, but Ace of Swords, you're clear is what's next, and the Strength tells you you have what you need to do this. We start off with the Chariot again. It's the fastest moving card in the deck. The Chariot and the Strength. Started the Chariot, ended the Strength. You literally have the willpower. You literally have everything you need to make this move. I'm just here to tell you it's going to be a big move because it's a life-changing move. All right, I'm leaving the reading here because that has been your reading. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If this reading resonated, drop me a black heart emoji below and let me know. Hype up the video and turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop a read, it shows up in your feed. This reading is timeless. You take what resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. In between now and the next time I drop a reading for you, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.